Forget the wick, Eve is the whole candle. From the world of John Wick, Ballerina was directed by Wiseman and it starred Ana de Armas, Anjelica Huston, and Gabriel Byrne. A young woman, Eve Macarron, became entangled in the world of organized crime as she sought out the man who had wronged her. Set on vengeance, she scorched her way through the seedy underbelly of New York City as she developed the skills she would need to survive. Ballerina was an intense action film, and it contained extreme amounts of blood and violence. While it borrowed the thrilling and highly stylized combat choreography used in the greater John Wick universe, it also stood out for being a female empowerment film. The film's technical composition encapsulated the brutal action in a layer of contrived beauty. The musical score was intentionally crafted to enhance not only the combat sequences, but also the sense of female empowerment. The score elevated the thrilling and suspenseful tone of the action scenes. Meanwhile, the inclusion and use of a particular song hammered home the thematic symbolism of vengeance, resilience, and girl power. Simultaneously, the cinematography utilized lighting and camera angles effectively. Much of the film was set in dark places or at night, which added to the corrupt and gritty tone of the film. This environmental decision reflected how the narrative dealt with organized crime. Fire frequently illuminated the dark environments and metaphorically mirrored the narrative's emphasis on danger and destruction. Moreover, many combat sequences used wide-shot camera angles to showcase the choreographed environment and highlight the actor's spatial awareness and stunt work. Furthermore, the strong performances made this film a multifaceted spectacle. Ana de Armas lit up the screen with her explosive performance as Eve Macarron. She expertly carried the lead role with poise and elegance. Her portrayal of a woman driven by trauma and conviction for justice was compelling. She creatively utilized both conventional and improvised weapons. Additionally, Anjelica Huston shined brightly as she was able to provide her character, the director, with significant development. Despite having previously appeared in John Wick Chapter 3 as the leader of Rescue Roma, she was only present for a very brief time. In Ballerina, however, she plays a much more pivotal part, and both her personality and values are made apparent. Similarly, Gabriel Byrne portrayed the Chancellor, the antagonist of the film. He radiated villainous energy while he ruthlessly controlled his mysterious organization. His volatility and ego fueled the fiery conflict. Lastly, additional characters from the John Wick universe also made supportive appearances. These characters were authentically and purposefully included as they each offered guidance on Eve's transformational journey. Overall, I found Ballerina to be a highly entertaining and inspiring film. While the combat sequences were a heavily incorporated element, what truly ignited my interest was watching the characters, especially Eve, develop over the course of the film. I found myself rooting for her as she struggled along her perilous adventure. Her setbacks made her character feel more grounded and realistic. This is a movie I will definitely watch again. Despite my enjoyment of the film, my largest criticism would be in regard to the final confrontation. The fight, if one can truly call it that, felt underwhelming and a bit rushed. The pacing also felt off as the tension plummeted before flaring quickly and extinguishing abruptly. I was greatly disappointed because all the preceding combat sequences, in comparison, were beautifully crafted and the antagonist was built up so much. For it all to end the way it did, I was left asking if that was really all there was to it. I highly encourage fans of Ballerina to watch the other John Wick films. While John feels less grounded when compared to Eve due to his legendary reputation, the story of his grief and attempt to peacefully retire drive his story. The combat choreography also continues to be a marvel to behold, similar to how it was in this film. Wiseman's directorial work can also be observed in Underworld 2003, exploring a hidden world where an ancient war divided two immortal races. Live Free or Die Hard 2007, focusing on a seasoned detective as he sought to prevent a technological threat in the fourth entry of the Die Hard franchise. And Total Recall 2012, rooting itself in themes of memory and identity as a man questioned his reality and uncovered his past. For similar films centered on both a female-led story and expertly choreographed action, check out La Femme Nikita 1990, addressing a young woman's decision to be either executed or become an assassin. Kill Bill Volume 1 2003, following a former assassin who sought vengeance against those who betrayed her, and Gunpowder Milkshake 2021, revolving around a young hitwoman as she protected a girl from a powerful crime syndicate. For those who only watch English-language films, John Badham directed a remake of Luc Besson's film, La Femme Nikita, Point of No Return, in 1993. If you enjoyed my review, please leave a like and subscribe. Until next time, shape the flames of fate into your own path.